All right, welcome in, builders. Congratulations to everyone surviving another Monday. Another one down. We are back in with some Path of Exile. Hopefully we'll be pretty smooth. I did play on a different character over the Sunday and the rest of Saturday after we were done streaming, so I am not fully blind at this point, but I'm a little worried with this guy and this build going into what I now know is coming, so we shall see. We shall see. As shown over here, I have a level 22. I'm in Act 2 on that character. We are nearing the end of Act 1 on our mercenary, Babel Builder. Let's go ahead and hop on in. Now, this also is not a... I don't even know what you call it, because it is solo self-found, but it's between my two characters. So I did hand down a little bit of gear here that I have found on my other character, just to try to keep us moving on this and streamlining. I'm not trying to do some sort of purist run or anything like that. So, let's see. Since we got... I think the biggest thing is I crafted this up. I got pretty lucky here. I bought this from the store, 25 fire resistance, 9 cold was what was on it, and I threw another, what is it, alteration, whatever it is, on there, and I hit the 1 to 4 physical damage on attacks, so that puts it into parity essentially with a iron ring, which base is the 1 to 4 physical damage. Pretty good there. Mainly I was hunting for some cold resistance, just, again, a little foreknowledge here. I don't think the boots or gloves changed. This is, again, just another blue I picked up, and I threw... I'm not sure what this actually ended up rolling, but it just had such a good base armor and evasion rating compared to what I had on. I think that was my thought process. Really bad life roll now that I'm looking at that. Love to upgrade that. I think this is the same helmet we've had the whole time. Hey, welcome in, bruh. And this is a pretty good one. I got this at a store, so... if this goes horribly, I can slot runes in here for a pretty significant power upgrade. I'm hoping not to, because this isn't actually that good, other than just it having the slots to put things in. Beyond that, I don't think we really have much to talk about. I warmed up around while I was cooking up my food tonight, so let me just clear out my inventory and we will get into it. Definitely need to salvage more because I do like the crafting. The currency seems like it's a little low. They had originally said that, like, oh, you're supposed to get all this currency and you're going to be able to do tons of crafting while you're leveling. Well, yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. That has not really been my take. Hey, Slice, welcome in, man. How's it going? How's your PoE 1 run going? Getting any further in there? As mentioned, I did do a warm-up over in the farmlands. We are not going to start there, though. We are going to start where we were. So I believe we are at, what is it, the village? Ogrim Village, yes. Right, hop on in there. There was a patch Sunday morning that did help the crashing that we were getting, but it did not seem to solve it. So don't be too surprised if we get 1 or 2 of those over the night. While I was playing through the Witch, which was my other character, I tended to notice I get them when there's a big flash of light, like in a boss fight is where it likes to crash. So it seems to be something to do with their lighting shaders, possibly, and I'm definitely not the only person who has experienced that. So I will say their crash recovery is on point. I was able to load back into every single one of those fights. And I actually would have one-shotted the Act 1 boss on my Witch had that not happened. I was like in the zone, and then I crashed, I came back in. I was okay when I loaded in, like it didn't insta-kill me or anything, but I was just out of the zone, and I died at like 3%, something ridiculous. Slice says he's halfway into Act 5. Nice. We're moving on that. Okay, here we go. So I changed up a little bit here today. I was thinking about my build. I probably should have talked about that too before I started shooting. So we had a little anti-synergy going on. I was running pin, but I'm also kind of going for some bleed stuff. So I kind of fixed that. And I hit 16 while I was just grinding a little bit to try to find some gear. And I picked up gas grenade. Gas grenade had an interaction with explosive grenade that they nerfed. I mean, I totally would have used that if it worked, but it doesn't anymore. That's fine. Right now, what I have on the gas grenade is corrosion and scatter shot. So when I gas grenade, I get 3 of them for pretty decent coverage. It's going to do poison, and it'll have like a little bit of a dot. It's kind of whatever. It's not horrible, it's not great, but more it's for the corrosion. So poison applied by supported skill also breaks armor equal to 40% of poison damage dealt. So the idea here is we'll get them in the poison cloud, it'll start melting their armor. If I have to, we can use this to break the armor down, and then we will switch to this for our big finishing shot with high velocity rounds. And that is here. This does knockback, it has pierces 6 targets, but more importantly, versus broken armor, 448%. A normal hit is 198, so more than double damage, like 2.5 times damage if I hit them while they are armor broke. And then on top of that, we have brutality, so just does more physical damage, and lacerate. Supported skills have a 30% chance to inflict bleeding. So because we get that massive hit when they are armor broke, if we proc a bleed on that, things just absolutely melt. Absolutely melt. A boo gentleman. Things getting spooky tonight or what? I'm not a gentleman. Well, yes, gentleman, no. All right. All that explanation said, let's get to it. I'm gonna have to get used to playing this a little different, especially with those stupid little pigs in here. We can also just use our armor-piercing rounds to get us started. Oh man, those pigs are gonna wreck me on this character. They run at you and explode. The shotgun also, I was testing this out with bleed. It actually works pretty well, because if you read the full skill description, if you hit a single target with multiple buck, then it will combine into a single shot, which works really well for how bleed is calculated. Before, I was thinking they were individual pellets, and that would be absolutely horrible for how bleed is calculated, but that's not the case. So if you are so inclined, you can also go that route. Yeah, this will just be... Yep. Once their armor is broken, this just absolutely shreds them. Oh, also, we are looking for the forge for our friend, I think. I don't know if we need to do that. It seems to be an account unlock. Maybe we don't. But if we see his forge, we need to go in there. And otherwise, not much else we have to do here but get through the zone. We will probably still full clear, though. I have noticed it is very worthwhile doing, especially if you're in a zone you don't know, because there are so many permanent buffs you can unlock. And it makes a big, big difference. So I don't think I would want to miss those, at least not until you really know what you're doing. And then maybe you could skip them and come back later. Yeah. That's going to be a perennial thing, I think. It'll be really curious for me to see how different this plays through this next area. On my other character, I'm a sorceress, but I'm building Essence Drain and Contagion, and I have breezed through most things. They haven't been easy, but because you're focused on dots, it's relatively simple for boss fights. You just keep your dots on them, and you can fully focus on not dying, rather than trying to not die and deal damage. So hopefully this will go as well. That was kind of my thought for wanting to get the poison running, was that, okay, well, if nothing else, I can drop poison on the floor and at least I'm doing something while I'm trying to dodge. Yeah, down boy, down. I also would love to see if I'm close anywhere on the tree to a... You take less movement penalty while shooting. Because it is significant slowdown when I do an attack. Yeah, watch the damage. Yeah, just boom, dead. Boom, dead. Compared to down here, see how I didn't kill him? Although the bleed got that one. So it is a very noticeable amount of extra damage on that when you hit them while they're armor broken. I'm really liking the higher focus on skill combos rather than, generally speaking, I felt in PoE 1, you wanted like ideally one skill that did everything, and if you had to, a single target and a multi-target attack, and then you really didn't want anything else. So I kind of like the idea that like we at least do a little bit of comboing. Now maybe that'll change once you're like fully geared, but at least so far that has been the case. I also do not have any support gems in my, what are you called? High velocity rounds right now. No, not high velocity. My fragmentation rounds right now, because I just haven't found any more support gems. So hopefully we will get some drops on that. That would be nice. That'd be a good upgrade. Also, I've been, just because I leveled another character when I wasn't having to spend about 70% of my brain talking to chat, I noticed that there's an interesting little piece of balance that they did here, where based on your number of stats divided by 5 is a limit on how many of a certain color of gem you can have. So it's not necessarily, oh, you need 50 strength. It's how many red gems are you trying to do, and you need some amount of that stat to actually equip it. So right here, right now, I can have 1 more red, 4 more green, and 2 more blue. So I actually respect a couple of my stat nodes because we had been going for a lot of dex, because I was thinking, okay, well, ranged attack, dex, accuracy, but that wasn't the case. I actually need a lot of reds for this, so I need a little more strength. And as you can see, I still have tons of room for green gems. Also, just another pro tip here, I've noticed that money is actually pretty good. You don't get much right now, but it'll start escalating as we go into Act 2. Picking up all the garbage and selling it, it's probably worthwhile.
Good to see.
I kind of wish it wasn't, because I kind of liked it when I was playing. Ooh, 9% attack speed is not terrible on that. Not going to use it though. Because I liked being able to run through here and not have to think about what I was picking up or selling or whatever, but buying upgrades seems to actually be a thing. Also, I thought that maybe we didn't have to worry about salvaging stuff, but we do. We have a salvage bench that we salvage stuff. So same thing with quality stuff. You want to pick it up and salvage it there, not sell it to the store. But all that being said, still, there's not nearly as much loot in this. Especially if I wasn't picking up the big items. I could probably get through an entire map and not have to go unload. How far are you enjoying the game? I think you meant to say, so far, how are you enjoying the game? Boy, wow, that just absolutely killed me, bruh. I think you restarted my brain. Critical error there. Quite a bit, actually. The difficulty is really high, though. As you all know, I'm definitely a pro gamer, so no problem for me. But I can see why some people are a little distressed by that. Actually, I'm just really stubborn and I farm, so that's the real result there. I also apparently can't kill this guy. What is going on? Oh, got that big bleed. Also, there's a stat that you can get that lets you aggravate bleeds, so that it basically gives them the full damage even if they're not moving. Definitely something we're going to want for this build. We are pretty far away, though. If we check in here, I think the aggravate's over here. So all the way over there. Another thing I noted, that we just happened to luck into this because this wasn't my plan. As you guys know, I was going for the bleed right here. I actually took these nodes with some of those weapon set skills. This one. 15% increased chance to inflict ailments. Break 30% increased on enemies afflicted by ailments. So that poison inflicting the bleed is a combo that's coming off of that. And then I also noticed right here, we have a break node. So break and physical damage increase, including this one. Break 40% increased armor. So that'll make us able to break things quicker. And then we'll just be able to shoot them with our high velocity rounds. And then Gamba for that big bleed even quicker there. Andor, welcome in. Disenchanting blues and yellows worthwhile until you have some cash. Oh, totally. I'm not doing any trading or anything yet. I don't know if the market's really opened up. The only thing I saw was people were saying everyone wants to trade in exalts. I have found one exalt, and I'm about, I think I'm halfway through Act 2 on my other character, and I'm here on this character, the only two I really have time on. So I found one exalt. So, I don't know. Grinding Gear was saying, oh, you're going to get so much you can actually use it. Well, I don't know if that was a lie or what, but that has not been my experience. Because I've done a lot of blue crafting, but I've done that off the backs of just picking up everything, essentially. Yeah, get down, Bacon. Get down. Hey, Epic, how's it going, man? How's the crossbow been? Pretty good. I've changed up my build a little bit since last time, and I'm really liking it. We're focusing on armor break into this high velocity round, which does bonus damage against armor broke, and then I've got a big bleed chance on that. So we're either one-shotting things or fishing for big bleeds, and either way, it's working. Oh, it's working really well. I do need to get used to the grenade spacing, though. That is definitely something. I did want to put a less duration on it, but the problem is it lowers the poison duration.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, your whispering and conspiring has not gone unnoticed. I see your disloyalty. I hear your mockery. However, your plots against me all lay dead in their tracks. Every villager must report to the manor immediately for questioning. I alone will crush this revolt. Anyone who resists will not only be considered a criminal, but an avowed traitor.
Guys, I think he's a little crazy. Don't be afraid to look outside your class abilities. I'm playing Sork and hit a wall, swapping to Sork spells for witch spells, and we got moving it. Oh, totally. On my other character, like I mentioned, I'm playing a witch, I'm playing a sorceress, but I'm using Essence Drain and Contagion, and then Frost Nova. And Frost Nova has been really key for keeping myself alive when I get surrounded. And also some just lucky chills or freezes coming off of it can be really nice. I really like the feel of this, like it's a bolt action also, compared to the assault rifle we were doing before. This one. Still works nice for breaking armor, though. Okay, so we did find the forge. I didn't have to repeat that quest, by the way, to get the hammer, so it does seem like that's a account lock. So once you have it, you have it. Kind of nice. So the only thing we need in here, I think, is just basically to find the end of it, essentially. I'm not in a hurry, though, because I do want the XP. Just me in general, and then also trying to do this and learn how to stream it at the same time. The extra levels will definitely help. All joking aside, I definitely do not consider myself a pro gamer and stuff like that. I didn't think I was going to like the WASD movement, but I think that's partly what really sells it for me, for the crossbow at least. But even on the witch, it feels... I keep calling her a witch. On the sorceress that I'm playing, it feels really good with the WASD movement. Like, really good. Not having to, like, run around and then stop to cast, you just get slowed down, feels right. It just feels really good. Yeah. I'm really curious to see how this is going to do on some of the tougher mobs here in the next zone. I struggled with them quite a bit on my other character. I would also love... I wonder when we get to add links. I'd love to take this poison grenade up another link so I could add increased area of effect. Dancer's Road. I'm mainly looking for armor evasion combo armor pieces to craft on. That's what I'd ideally like to find here. WASD movement was a game changer for me. Switching that from mouse move as a ranged character feels like a must. It feels really good. Like, I don't know what my total playtime in Path of Exile is, but I played that. I played Diablo 3. I played a ton of Diablo 2 when I was young. So like I play aRPGs, and I didn't think I was actually going to like it too much, but it feels really good. I think part of it is there's no character inertia, so like I can do ballerina spins here, and that's what really helps. If controlled like Helldivers 1, where there was a lot of like deliberate inertia to your turns, almost like you see in like, let's say, Monster Hunter combat, I don't think it would feel very good. But the fact that you're just moving and controlling with WASD, but you're still aiming essentially at 100% speed, I don't think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that just instant turns. There's no lead time on that. So if you're like an FPS god, that's going to feel really good to you. I'm curious to see how it feels in melee, though. That I'm a little more dubious on.
Greetings.
It is good to see.
Alright, did we pick up anything? I'm not going to look at stuff for classes I'm not playing. So we're going to sell through those things pretty quickly. What are we running? 150. That's better. Ooh, it's got that. Hang on. I may throw that in my stash. While I'm pointing at my screen here, like you can see it, the 0.15 charges per second means that we can just charge this over time in boss battles. That's really nice. Also, that's a lot of life. I think I'm gonna get rid of that anyway. Without that, sometimes if you're doing really poorly in a boss battle, it can be a little frustrating.
I accept.
Alright. Oh, did I not set up? I thought I had a... Totally not what I wanted to do. You to the front. You to the front. Alright, whatever. They should have an affinity for that, so I can just stick it in. So what's the plan on Crusader Kings and Age of Wonders 4? I think we decided last time that Crusader Kings, we have reached the end of that one. We explored what we wanted to explore under Imperial Government. I found it okay. If I was playing it off a stream, it wouldn't bother me too much. But I think people were getting kind of tired of every time we died, we basically kind of had to pseudo restart. We'll definitely be back in Crusader Kings at some point. I don't think I'm going to do another Imperial, at least not right away. So a new tale will start there. And in Age of Wonders 4, we finished. We beat that campaign. Despite my best efforts, we beat that campaign with a victory. So pretty happy with that. Again, I'm not going to run one like back-to-back on that. I think right now, up on deck is probably going to be a Zephon stream. That might be Wednesday. That might not be. I'm going to see how people are liking this one tonight. If people aren't interested, then I'll probably have one PoE stream a week and one... Well, we'll have our Dominion stream, we'll have one PoE stream, and we'll do a Zephon. Because the Zephon's not going to take too long. Like, I mean, I always underestimate it, but like 2 or 3 streams top. Probably 3 streams if I had to guess. We would be playing as humanity, so I think that'll be a pretty easy campaign. Knock on wood. So it'll depend on how this does. I'll look at the stats tomorrow. If people are enjoying this, we'll probably do a couple more of these in a row, just because it's launch and people are kind of interested at the moment. And if not, then I'm still going to do it because I'm having fun. But we'll also mix in some Zephon for the people who are Zephon enjoyers. They actually just got a patch, too, today. I think there's been 2 patches since we were playing. Nothing huge, but a little bit of balance and a little bit of bug fix. So, pretty nice there. I'm pretty confident in... almost called them Grinding Gear. Proxy Studios. They did a really nice job on Gladius. Like, say what you will about your opinions on the DLC policy, but they did a really nice job of bug fixing and balancing and, yeah, working. And they changed the entire game over to Vulkan drivers, like, years after it had been released. For better or worse, because it did mean that some people who had cards that Vulkan doesn't work on couldn't play. which I thought was a little kind of crappy. Like, you should really support both if you're going to change that mid run. But the thought was, okay, well, they're doing it because they want to keep supporting the game. So, at least on my part, I was okay with it. Yeah. The shotgun is really good for killing those pigs, by the way. If you have any amount of twitch reflexes. Oh, that also reminds me. There's a campaign going on. If you want to get Twitch drops, make sure to go watch somebody on Twitch. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as YouTube drops, so we would totally try to get in on that. But they've got I think it's like a flask graphic, where it like makes a little like thing pop up when you use your flask, and a halo. Or at least that was what was on over the weekend. I don't know if that's still what's up. Okay, I don't think I'm going to full clear this. We're not getting a ton of XP because I am kind of over-leveled. Let's go ahead and move into the boss here. Smokey Banjo says, by the way, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Thank you, Smokey Banjo, for the assist. Yeah, that does help. I know it's such a cliche for people to say, but it's noticeable how much YouTube tries to share out videos.
Don't do this.
Hang on.
Stop. Just wait. Surely we can.
No escape. Not this time.
Great will take you, bastard!
Hey, asshole. I remember you.
Need a sec.
All right, we'll see how this goes. I one-shot this on my sorceress, believe it or not. He says as he immediately takes a big hit.
Smoke him out! Get down here.
A nice bleed there. Yeah, you can see that bleed ticking pretty good when I get that up and running. Okay, you guys are becoming a little bit of a nuisance here. The Pierce is actually really helping this. I really struggled to get Essence Drain on him when I was playing my Witch. He is almost down. I think Coaling Strike would actually be decent. Oh yeah, wow, that was even easier than on my Witch. Holy moly.
One was for me.
That was for me. Alright, who else wants some? Okay, so poison gas stripping armor into big bleed high velocity rounds. Pretty happy with that. I think that was a pretty solid showing. If I wasn't streaming, I probably wouldn't even gotten those extra hits I took there. Okay, jerks. They seem to like to do these fights in PoE 2, where you have ads that like to shoot you while you're trying to concentrate on the boss. Alright. Yeah, don't lose your head, bud. And then there's this lucky guy. Ondor says, I know Jonathan said that the bosses were easier for melee, but not early in the game, I found. Here's the thing, though. If a mechanic's gonna one-shot a melee, it's gonna one-shot a ranged character. So it doesn't matter what you are, right? You can play melee even if you're not a melee character. So if you can be in really close, and what that lets you do is when they do cone attacks, it's really easy to dodge. Hopefully I'll be able to show when we get to the act boss here. I'm going to try to play him pretty close, just based on his attack patterns.
He killed Eamon. Just killed him. I don't know what to do. Clearfell is safe. We have to get out of here. We can talk there.
Alright, let me get the waypoint, lady. I'll meet you at camp. Any plans on doing a modded CK3 stream? Not in the near future,
Reached the manor already. Bugger.
but I won't say no. World of Darkness has a really good mod in there that I might like to
Decree of
try.
the Count of Ogum. All men must work a third shift and continue excavating until further notice. Any man caught resting will meet the executioner's axe or the gallows noose.
Oh, hey guys, we get to work third shift. There you go. Man, I hate it when they put modern day things in fantasy games. All right, where's my waypoint? It should be like right here.
Idiot!
I don't know why I find that so funny, but I really do. Just randomly throw some verbal abuse at him. It must be right over here. There we are. Alright, let's go see what she wants to talk about in camp.
For what it's worth, my name is Latus. I appreciate the rescue, but... Aemon, everything I know, it's all gone. It isn't worth much, but take this. Perhaps it will aid you against that monster.
Uncut Skill Gem 5, thank you.
There is only one thing for certain. Count Gianor must die. He ordered the guard to round up everyone in the village, and when we resisted, they burned it to the ground. Enter the manor. Take our vengeance upon him. Bye.
It's simple, really. We kill the Count.
How can I advise?
Now, let's see if we actually picked up anything decent. I'm gonna guess not. 27% chance to chain, not for this character. I'm actually gonna hang on to that in case I play an ice character. That's not the worst. Definitely not playing a bow character at the moment. Our yellow is pure armor. Nothing to write home about. A maul that adds fire damage, new. Armor and evasion range. So this is the base that we want, but not really. That is a lot of life. But this has attack speed and cold resistance, so no. I think we're out on that one. We will sell that.
Oh, I like this one. It seems shadows haunt us both.
Just dump that in there. So far, this is just the random stuff I have found. We have, I guess it's not in here. Somewhere I have that unique crossbow we got, and then got this on my other character. Not spectacular. Okay, new skill. I don't think I need anything new, but I do think we need to level stuff up. High velocity is our main skill at the moment, as is poison grenade. Poison grenade is maxed out. We do use flash grenade. I do use explosive grenade from time to time. Armor piercing rounds is also used quite a bit. Let's do high velocity. That's my main skill at the moment. All right, then we'll do a skill gem. All right, here. Okay, gas is full. We could do something flash. We are already filled on high velocity, so really it's probably armor piercing. Chain does 50% less damage, though. I don't love that. All right, so ammunition, projectile, and physical. Let's see what else we can do. Is ammo a... It is. What does that do? Supported crossbows have a 25% chance to not consume a bolt. Yeah. Yeah. Projectile. More projectile speed. Maybe. Attacks with support skill are ancestrally boosted. Fierce. Yeah. 50% chance to grant an additional charge. I don't know. I don't think we're doing that. Man, I am not loving these. What was the other? I wish they had the keywords on that screen so I didn't have to back out of there to look at them. Physical is my last one. So ammunition, projectile, physical. Man, I feel like we're kind of running out of choices already. Physical. We're already using that. And we're already using. That's not going to work. Lockdown. Sports skills have 120% more pin buildup. No. It's a war crime. Nope. Sports skills deal 30% more physical, melee physical, so that's not going to work. Poison. Nope, we're not doing that. Man, I think we're just kind of done with things I can put on this at the moment. I guess we do that ammo one. I'm already using most of those other skills. So ammo conservation, brave. I guess we'll just have to wait till we get to that next tier of skills here. All right, Count Connor or Count Ginor must die. It's not a victory if you don't defeat your enemy both physically and mentally. That's the spirit. Alright. Up here, we need to infiltrate the manor, and we need to find the Count.
This'll get him!
We're probably a little over-leveled here, so I probably don't need to be playing quite as cowardly as I am. We probably can be kind of aggressive. Yeah, we definitely can. Man, that armor break combo is so good. Okay, this is the guy I was really curious about. Oops. He says as he doesn't shoot him. That didn't one-shot him, even with the armor break. Okay, it's not bad, though. These blood pools are going to be a perennial issue here. Another thing we could look at is we could also look at some of the occultist skills that might do poison. Not sure if there are any, but there might be. Alternatively, we also could look at bow skills, and we could equip a bow if there's a poison skill we thought would be better than the grenades. The grenades are nice because we're in the area on the tree that buffs them, so it's not like we have to go out of the way for anything. No mana. Oh my goodness. Okay, these guys are still pretty tough. So it wasn't just my other character that was struggling against those. I probably should switch over and do the armor piercing attack on them. They just have so bloody much armor. I believe every stack is maybe 5 armor that you're taking off. So it depends on the armor of the mob how much you have to stack up to actually get the armor break. By the way, it's not like an affliction that builds up. Alright, Epic, have a good one, man. I'll talk to you later. I'm definitely looking forward to... I assume that later on there's probably things we can do to increase our clip size, like at the equipment level. That would be really nice for this high velocity shot. If I didn't have to bolt action it every single time.
Smoke him out!
I think that's definitely the way to do that moving forward. Another thing that'll be nice is once we get a few more levels and we can actually increase our bleed percent chance, it'll apply to other things we're doing too, and not just the one shot. We only have like 10% chance or something outside of that, because I've only got the one trait point in it at the moment. I see you up there. Wink. I'm also starting to think that maybe we take our shotgun attack off. Maybe that's just not for us anymore. Oh my goodness. And then there's this guy. For anyone else who's been playing, what have you guys been playing through with? Has anyone actually gone through and done a melee character? I wasn't brave enough to do it. I was thinking about Monk. Right away, as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, I want to do the... Is it Handa Chayuga Monk? Because of my absolute love of jank builds, and that looks janky as all get out. But I tried to resist my natural inclinations. Especially when things are balanced the way they are at the moment. Even if they don't nerf things, as you get used to the game and you just get better skills, it'll get easier, quote unquote. Oh my goodness. Back, fiend, back! Yeah, that was a good example right there. Armor break and then one-shotting those blues. If I was trying to kill those with my regular shots, that would have taken forever.
Me pockets are full.
I've been trying a minion witch. It's both good and bad. Bosses shred. Yeah. Courtesan. Hang on. Yeah, enjoy that bleed. Bosses shred through minions, even with so many of the passives taken, but trash mobs are easy. Have you done any of the like minions explode on death or any of the on minion death stuff? I was kind of thinking that might be good. All right, who's here? More gargoyles. Man, those gargoyle demons, man.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, effective immediately, all crimes are now punishable by hanging until death. Hanged criminals will have their bodies thrown into the pit.
Oh, geez, that seems a little excessive.
Smoke him out!
Oh, goodness. How many of these are back there? It is very noticeable when we get a nice bleed on these compared to when we don't. Because look how many times I had to rotate through on this guy, switching between shots. I'm liking this though. I kind of like stumbled into the extra armor break stuff when I was looking at the passive tree, but it feels good so far. How do I get up there? Revives minions. That's another one. I ran into one of those guys that I never actually saw him, I was kiting his minions literally across the map. And I'm like, why won't I kill these? Like, what is going on? So there's no range limit to his resurrection. So if you don't kill him, he will literally res those minions across the map. So if you run into minions that don't seem to be dying, you probably missed their leader. I'm not ashamed to admit I spent like 5 minutes kiting this group. It was ridiculous. I've got terminal ultitis, so I've tried almost everything. I did a lot better with range than melee. I'm enjoying the sorceress a lot. What kind of sorceress are you building?
It is good to see.
Can't. Yep. So...
It's beautiful.
hopefully we get to the point that I don't feel like it's necessary to do this level of picking these whites and stuff up. And I'll only be picking up things I want to craft on, but for now it is what it is. The monk has fewer hit points than butt cheeks. I've never heard that one before. That's pretty good. Yeah, I really wanted to do like a Viper Strike Chayuga monk, but that's apparently not a thing yet. But someday it will be. I will say, I have something on my sorceress where I drop these like little, I don't know what they're exactly called, soul flames that I pick up for extra energy shield. I think they probably work the same way as those little flames of Chayuga. And if that's the case, it's not too bad. Like, it sounded horrific when I read it originally, thinking about it in, like, Path of Exile 1 context. But I think with WASD movement, it wouldn't be so bad. I don't think it would be too miserable. Those were the gallows from the opening cinematic, by the way, for anyone who was here. Whoa. Okay, everyone just chill. Everyone just chill. Whew. Yeah, liking that Pierce 6 targets, let me tell you. That feels really nice. I bet you if you had a bunch of ricochet, that would feel really good in hallways. Yeah, sucks when your armor breaks, doesn't it, boys? Do keep in mind that I think I am pretty over-leveled for this spot, so don't take this as being, like, super amazing. Can I tell what... Yeah, this is monster level 14, and we are 16, almost 17. Still feels really good, though. Speaking of, I do think we are probably going to try to push through for that big bleed node we're right next to. I just feel like that would be a really good upgrade. Hopefully, we only need 2 points to get there, right? I don't have a lot of defensive stuff picked yet, though, and I'm getting a little worried about not having any. That would actually be really nice for my grenade. %5 chance that when you gain it... Okay, we're not doing endurance charges. If you've been hit recently, I'm not feeling that either. I don't know. I definitely feel like there's a lot more energy shield available on the tree than there is life, at least where I'm at. I haven't seen a lot of like defensive stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, that'll make a big difference. Grim Feast. Yes, Grim Feast. That is what it was called. With the little flame essence things I pick up. It feels really good. Like, I saw it and I was like, I don't know. Because I had originally picked, I don't know, something else. And it was just garbage. I was like, this is doing literally nothing for me. And then I tried to support it, and then I realized I couldn't afford the support because it requires more spirit. So I tried that one. I was like, well, at least it's doing something. Okay, here we go. This is what we were looking for.
Soldiers of Ogham. The outside threat.
Have a good one, Slice.
Whispers of betrayal echo within my very halls. We can no longer tolerate any risk. Use lethal force against those you suspect of foul play. Speak carefully with your men. Ensure they are who they claim. Hang any suspects. Seek out resistance within the village and raze their homes to the ground. We must send a clear message. Leave no stone unturned.
Hey, Perry, how's it going, man? So far, so good, but we are over leveled and over geared. So we'll see how it goes in this zone. We are approaching Act Boss.
This place is right fancy. Gold is wasted on the rich.
I have a feeling it's either going to be stupid easy or stupid hard on this build, and I have no idea which it's going to be. Also, that was hilarious. Gold is wasted on the rich. I guess I just need to fumigate every single hallway that I peek my nose into. I'm also noticing our mana is getting a little low when I do that. Do you guys know, is there such a thing as, like, mana leech, like, that I can get? Like, am I just too low level? I don't think I've noticed any leeching anything yet. Really? Are we already? Oh, all right. For the sake of speed here, I'm not going to pick up as many whites, I think. I totally am doing that in single player, though. Oh, I guess I should say in non-stream. Also, don't stand in the goop. There's an active mana leech on a wand. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. I've seen leech nodes. Yeah, exactly. I keep seeing like, oh, 10% increased leech. I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound like it gives me leech, though. That sounds like it improves my leech. Creepy little baby.
This'll get him!
I do wish these went away a little quicker. I feel like I don't want to run through them, so I end up just like standing there waiting for them to clear out.
Me pockets are full.
All right, fine. Also, can we all just take a moment and appreciate not having to have towns of, or scrolls of town portal?
It is good to see.
Accuracy rating, life on kill, intelligence, wrong kind of gear. Then
These are
sell
just some odds and ends. I will treasure it.
that,
Be careful.
and salvage. All the effort of salvaging those, I think, will definitely pay off when we need to add slots to our stuff. Yeah, Brim Tellum is, I think, the base we are looking for ourselves to craft on at the moment. By the way, I can still ignite those gas clouds with the explosive grenade, but I guess just today they literally nerfed that interaction, so I never got to experience the old broken one. So if I wanted to, I could chuck one, well, assuming it doesn't bounce off his head, I could chuck one down there and then light up the gas. Oh, man, that feels so good when you hit them with that, when their armor broke. You know it feels dangerous when I won't walk through those. Normally I just run through stuff like that. Ah, yes, my storage bench, where I store all the things. Here we go.
The time is nigh. Our triumph is at hand.
That's him. Soon. Very soon.
You know, we ought to just take a knee right here and just ping. In that real quick. Hey, tut-tut-tut. There's an active mana leech on the wand. Okay, yeah, I saw that. Good old... My issue with the PC battery drains if I don't play solo. Good old gaming laptop. Yeah, I do remember seeing something on the tree that lowered your movement penalty, but I highly doubt they're gonna let us get rid of it. If they do, it's gotta be on like a unique, right? Because I feel like that's like the thing keeping ranged characters semi-balanced. Yeah, that does noticeably less damage. I need to find some support gems that work there. Hopefully when we level up to that next tier, there'll be something I can put in there. I am feeling that limitation of only one copy per. Ooh, the big boys. Okay. Another one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. Yep, just like that. Mm-hmm. Those took quite a while on my Essence Drain character. They probably have Chaos Resist now that I think about it. Like, Sork just feels weaker than Merc. Merc does seem to be a fan favorite at the moment. I'll say so far, as mentioned, I'm playing a Sork that's using Essence Drain and Contagion, and I've pretty much gone all in on those things. It feels pretty good. My biggest complaint is actually most packs are too small to really get the Contagion juice out of it. I think once pack density increases a little bit, I think I'm gonna really be going. The energy shield has felt pretty good too. In Path of Exile 1, I never liked early game energy shield. I always felt it was too weak, but it feels okay here at least. I've focused on it, I'd say maybe 50%, 60% of my tree so far. I'm level 22. Bleed worked on you, sucker. I am checking around in here because there is some side stuff we need to find as we go through here, and I don't remember where it's at. You'll have Templar in PoE 1. Templar was one I like the types of builds that like that area would be, but I didn't love the Templar. I don't know. I always tried to make like melee witch. That was my gig. I had one that was cast while channeling, and I used the whatever that melee channel was, where you'd channel it up and then you'd let it go and it'd explode, and then I'd have that summon in SRS. That was a fun build. Like, I was doing some sort of like poison chaos build, if I remember right. Alright, here we go. What do we got? Chapel of the Fallen. Of wax and wick he was cursed. Alright, let me drink some tea before we start a boss battle. Okay, gamer focus mode on.
First ones, hear our laments. Sanity recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows hover above us, in the corners, watching and waiting. What sickness has come among us that so unsettles our minds? It sits, poised to strike. Nowhere is safe.
Oh, all I did was touch it.
Yeah, man, why you gotta be cranky like that?
Not today.
Alright, this will be interesting to see how well this goes. Alright, we got a good bleed on him. Oh, okay, didn't love that. Okay, another bleed. Okay, another nice bleed. Ow. Okay, the bleeds are rocking now. Okay, he's not moving a ton though, so getting that aggravate would definitely be a step up. Also, it doesn't seem like the armor break like wears off as long as I don't consume it, which is nice. I don't have to feel like, oh, I have to use it this very second. Ow. Yeah, we are rocking it with this. Okay, again, Coiling Strike would have been really good right there. Get wrecked, noob. That took me forever on my Essence Drain character. Alright, Candlemas's Essence grants plus 20 maximum life. Boom. That's like a significant bonus. That's like a 5% increase to my max life, by the way.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
I won't lie, I thought that was going to be a thing. That was not a thing. What was the quote you quoted at me last time, bruh? Overconfidence is a slow killer. Slim Mace, no. Rattling Scepter, no. And I picked up a bunch of whites, apparently. Alright.
I've collected.
I do think I'm going to try to craft on this brimmed helm just to see if we get something.
I accept.
And you're not selling anything good? Ooh, 20... No. 10 cold resist. We have 9 and none. You know what? I'm gonna pick that up.
It helps.
My foreknowledge showing a little here. Alright, let's see if we can craft something here. 10 accuracy rating. I don't need accuracy rating. We're at 100% so far, so. Nope.
It seems
I'm out.
shadows haunt us both.
From Overwatch? From Darkest Dungeon. Overwatch. Get out of here, Tut. Yeah, man, isn't that crazy that Marvel would try to steal a character like Widowmaker or whatever her name was? Man, that's crazy. How can they get away with that? I'm making reference to they had a Blizzard CEO that was whining about the new Marvel game and Black Widow, claiming that they stole Black Widow from Widowmaker. Like, bitch, get off of it. What are you doing? Everyone knows you're an idiot. Just stop. It's time to stop. That's like with, again with Blizzard. Wait a minute, I'm noticing a pattern here. When Blizzard's like, oh yeah, Path of Exile is a good Diablo-like game. It's like, pfft, Diablo is a good Path-like game. What are you talking about, man? It's been a long time since you made a decent game. Little humbleness might help in that regard. Okay, get out of my way, Bloodpool. I feel like the Sanguomancer should be able to, like, suck those pools up. Okay, this doorway is... What a choke point. My goodness. Okay, now I think we have one more side room that we need to find in here. Oh, until we find that, we're going to be kind of slow going, and then once we find it, we'll see if we can just rush through. Also, I don't know how well I have it balanced, but the violin in this song is really good. I do miss having Frost Nova as my just PBAOE vase breaker.
You can rest when you're dead. Keep digging.
I do need to check that top corner. Like I said, I know there's at least one side room in here that we should need to find. I don't remember which area it's in. One thing I would love to see, what if for the chests you were guaranteed one item of the same rarity as the chest? So like that blue chest, ooh, that was dangerous. So that blue chest I just opened up should guarantee me a blue item. And conversely, a yellow chest should have one yellow item in it. It feels really bad when you open a yellow chest and you get 5 gold. Okay, that was nothing here. Oh yeah, or a piece of currency. Yeah, that'd work too. Like a blue piece of currency for a blue chest, etc., etc. Yeah, that'd be fine. I have to imagine that they're gonna buff the currency, because they said they wanted us to use it as we leveled. Like, I am doing a lot of like blue crafting, but I have one exalt, and I played this character to here, and I played my sorceress to level 22. And I have one exalt. So beyond that, I think I have 2 alchemies and a chaos. We can actually look when we get to town. Holy moly, why is he dying? We can look when we get to town, but I haven't found a lot of currency. A guarded helmet is another one we might use. I have rolled 5 at level 50. Holy moly, Tut! Share with the rest of the class. I am pretty notoriously unlucky when it comes to like random drops. I tend to get like one good thing, and then I'm just done. Like nothing else. I did have one league where by the time I was done with Act 1, I had found 5 chaos. And that was by far the luckiest I had ever gotten.
Need a sec.
No need seconds. Yeah, I need to remember just to switch to that sooner when we're getting run down like that. That is the one spot that my high velocity does not feel very good, when you have multiple things at point blank. Oh, look at you! Look at you!
All in a day's work.
Okay, that could have gone better if I realized that was a yellow earlier. I thought I was just whiffing. Is it regal or exalted? Is what regal or exalted? Have I tried using a flame wall? Yeah, I got flame wall right here. I was using that a lot when I was doing my other setup where we were using armor piercing rounds and fragmentation rounds a lot, and it was all right. I don't have anything that's buffing fire damage right now, and I do have things that are buffing physical damage and the bleed. So, if you haven't seen it, for damage conversion now, you only get the bonus on the final thing. So if I do things like switch to fire, none of my plus physical damage will apply to it. So I would get the physical or the fire damage for shooting through it, but I wouldn't get any of my physical stuff added to it. I do like that mechanic though. I think that's going to add some longevity. I think it's going to have some interesting builds. I think Spark works really well with that, if I remember right.
Hello.
All right, what do we get? Oh, hello. 21% increased energy shield, +1 to all spell levels. We are going to save that for my other character. I'm not above that. Pain Urge Male Sabatons. Are you better? 10%, 10%. The other one is pure evasion, and this is armor and evasion. This has 15 life and no resists. I don't think that's better, but it's good enough that I'm going to throw that in my chest. And I will sort those things later. Those are all whites. I'm going to try not to do too much looking at gear. Oh, I'm definitely not going to salvage that. Why did I think I have something to salvage?
Yeah.
Because you were supposed to get salvaged. I'm going to try not to just spend too much time looking at gear if it's not for this character.
These are just some odd. I will treasure it. Be careful.
Yeah, so here we go. I have 5 Regals, 1 Chaos, 1 Exalt, and no Mas. That's what we got. Cold Bolt is great. Yeah, I want to do a lightning build. And I want to do a cold build. Those are definitely. Those looks to be pretty good on the Ascendancy. Like, I'm really worried. So, on my Essence Drain character, I'm going to try Chronomancer? Wait a minute. 2 stairs. Excuse me? Was that other one the side room? I'm going to try to go Chronomancer Essence Drain, just with the thought of like, okay, I can dot him up and then slow him down / freeze time him. I don't know if it's going to work or not, though. I wasn't very impressed. Oh, this was the room we wanted. Cha-ching.
I sense Oriana knows. And I cannot deny that which I know deep down to be true. That fair-haired villager, an eternal descendant, she knew. At that moment when our eyes locked, we both knew. She clung to her children like I would end them then and there. She is of no risk now, but how many others must I fear? Is my blood truly impure? Oriana assures me we can right some of the wrongs of the past. She promises a way forward for Ogham. A way forward for the clans and the clanless alike. And a way forward for me. We must continue with our task.
So for any non-lore enjoyers that haven't been following along, he like became really, really obsessed that he might have an ancestor with an eternal blood, aka like the pseudo-Roman Empire, the Eternals in this game. And so like he's obsessed that he might have an ancestor that was an Eternal, and he doesn't like that. So that was partly what started driving him to madness here. I'm pretty sure the woman he's talking to in that might be the lady we rescued, because she's got the blonde hair, which would be an Eternal like trait. Whereas I think all these are, what are these? Ezerites? I think these are Ezerites. Have like black hair or brown hair, like dark hair. Andrew says, I did not realize the damage types didn't stack like that. Yeah, you only get the damage bonus of the final damage. At least natively. Like, there's probably, like, rare items or traits or something that might change that. But, like, in old Path of Exile, the reason that conversions could be really powerful is, like, plus a bunch of physical damage, and then turn it into cold, do a bunch of cold plus damage, and then turn it into fire. And so you could stack multiple stages. Well, they got rid of that. Can't do that anymore. It's the final conversion. So I think you'd still be fine buffing your base damage, if I understand that equation. But yeah, you definitely are going to want to focus. So because I wanted to do a bleed thing here, that's why I haven't really been looking at the elemental stuff. Bleed is an ailment, though, and if we're going to use the poison to do the armor stripping, maybe we could go with some plus ailment stuff. The armor reduction is based on damage taken from the poison, so if I buff that, it would strip armor faster. And then we combo the armor strip into the big bleed. Feels good so far, I have to say. We'll see how powerful it actually is. Ooh, whoa, whoa, slow your roll, boy. Keep your tentacle to yourself. Nope. Just like that. Yep, bleed, yeah. Also, I'm not sure if it's even really worth picking up these Scrolls of Wisdom. Like, why would I want to do that when I can just ID for free in town? I'm not 100% sure. My loot bug makes me pick it up, but I'm not sure it's worth my time. Oh, ow. That was quite a stun. Yeah, sit down. Yeah, that feels really nice.
Yes, more. Don't stop. The beast hungers.
That's nasty.
Oh, that's nasty. Crunchy, crunchy. Again, though, like, high velocity round right here, man. We just end that threat. All right. Oh, pop, crack, crunch. All right, place your bets now. One shot, or do I get wrecked? Oh, or do we crash? All right, well, hopefully that's the crash for the boss fight. Rather do that now than when we're in the middle of it. I hope they get the shader compiler error fixed, because it definitely isn't everyone who's getting that. Yeah, because I know, I don't remember which content creator I was watching, but they had said that they only had one crash all weekend, I want to say. All right, give it a second. It's actually pulling something down. There it is. All right, maybe that was the hotfix we needed. Ezomites, yes, that's right. Thank you. OBS, you okay? Okay, OBS is okay. Alright, now hopefully we're going to load directly into the boss room and I'm going to be okay. I guess if we had to crash there. I prefer it. The first time I crashed during this guy, I ended up dying when I would have one-shot him. I came back into the... Yeah, I'm all hosed, aren't I?
Yes, I'll get him.
Okay. No, we're alright. We're alright. Alright, back into gamer mode.
This interloper has the power we need. Kill him, and you shall have everything I promise.
No noose this time. I'll remove your head myself.
You can bloody well try.
Easy prey.
Alright, so he does take a hot minute, so I'm going to want to do ammo swaps.
You will falter.
Ooh, owie.
Easy prey. That will not go unpunished.
Alright, that was pretty good. We like two-tapped him into that.
Rabbit. what you promised!
I think not. So much more. Since you are too weak to do the job.
Yeah, that bleed is really carrying me here. Those big bleed hits.
Manipulative whore! How dare you, woman! After all I've given you!
Yeah, now we're going all Bloodborne.
Killing frost. Solstice of pain.
I didn't call it out, but I am using a frost charm. Again, just for knowledge.
And savor each bite. Freezing gale. Your pulse quickens. The eternal impure. With bloodlust empowered. Our Ezreal
Alright, focus mode. Oh no, oh no. Okay, this is exactly what I was afraid of, is that we were going to get pinned in here.
Death waited at the door. Then hour by hour, men fell as summer sour.
Killing time.
Solstice of pain. I will take out your heart
Not my heart.
and favor each bite. Killing frost.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
I will take. Requiem on high. Freezing gale. You are
Oh no.
dead.
We gotta go through this phase again.
Fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon. The pack suffered but endured. And howled now in tune. No tales were told. None new, none old. And their endless hunger grew ever stronger.
Okay, that was alright.
I will take out your heart.
I'd prefer if you didn't take my heart, buddy. Yeah, get wrecked. Woo! Alright. Good timing on that crash.
Allow me to clear your mind, if only for a moment.
Doesn't that look like something out of Bloodborne?
The madness, it consumed my being. Oriana used it against me.
Where has she taken the beast?
I found messages from the desert.
From the Vastiri?
Yes, find her, kill her. But first, please, stop the madness.
As you wish. We must make haste. Let us return
Oh,
to
hey.
Fell to make our preparations.
Chaos Orb. Yoink, 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 yoink. So just in case anyone ever watches this and you need some tips there, make sure you have a Sapphire Charm on for the extra cold resist. The cold is probably the thing killing you. I also have other cold resist on my gear. We have 33% plus when this procs, that's another 25%. And have some way of surviving those ads during that fog phase. As you saw there, that was the most dangerous thing to me, is if you get enough of them, they just body block you in, and then you can't dodge when he charges you. So have some way of getting out of that. And then for this build, we were able to pretty much, like, I don't know, maybe 10-shot him. Like, that was not a lot of hits that I actually did to the boss. But they have to be really high quality, high hits when you have that opening. pretty proud of that fight, I won't lie. Alright, everyone here is exceedingly happy that we did that.
We must pursue Oriana. The seed of corruption has begun to grow, but there is still a chance that we can end this before it is too late. The fledgling beast is leaving corruption in
And
its
now they've called it out as the beast.
trail to follow. When you are ready to part from this place, we can leave immediately.
I said this last time when I was blind, but I really expect that this is Sin. I can't imagine who else this would be.
Do whatever it takes.
Count Geonor is dead. I never thought there'd come a day when such a statement brought relief. We can finally start rebuilding our poor, damaged Ogum. It's going to be a long and difficult struggle, but it's not nearly the first time we Ezamites have had to rise from the ashes.
Yeah, seems to kind of be what your people have to do.
Well, stranger. No, you are no stranger now. You have become part of our song's story, and I shall sing it proudly. The darkness that crept upon our lands has been forced to flee, and I have a feeling you will pursue it to the end of the world. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Before I go, would you mind disenchanting some stuff? Increased energy shipment. 29 new. 7 intelligence new. Body armor with some colder. I'm actually gonna throw that in my stash on the off chance I ever play a warrior. Energy shield, intelligence. Unfortunately, not.
Stay safe if you can.
I've mentioned this before, but if you're a new player, don't do this. If you don't have like all these tabs like I have, this is just don't. Just sell stuff. It's fine. You'll find other things. You don't know what you actually need for characters. Like that cold ring I made myself that I ended up not needing.
I like to hold on to it's beautiful. It seems shadows haunt us.
And I will dump that. Okay, I think we are done with Act 1. Yeah, I don't even want to check the vendors, really. Let's just move to Act 2.
Might be of aid. The trail of corruption leads east, so east we shall go. It seems fate conspires to return me to the plains of Vastiri. The Countess has escaped with the beast.
She's into tentacles, that's how you know she's evil.
The attempt to control it has ended in cataclysm. We must pursue her to the plains of Vastiri. We should find the Merikath caravan. Only they can lead us through that harsh and unforgiving land.
All right.
Well, sir, we have arrived. The Vastiri awaits. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
This outpost seems to be part of a trade route, so we should be able to find a Marikath caravan. They are an honorable people, and I have no doubt they will assist us. Go.
I love the red of the sands here. There's a place in Oregon, I think it's a national park called, is it like Plains of Mars or something? It's a lava field flow that is like blood rust red like this. Really, really cool place. There's some lava caves that you can go. I mean, it's literally just a tube. It's not like it's extreme spelunking, but it's really cool if you ever get the chance to go.
The weary traveler grows close to the end of the path. The bread bowl of the world, the verdant land of 7 waters, awaits! Be sure to have your toll ready at the gates. Cloth, gems, metalwares, and coin are all accepted.
I love that there's these ancient wayfarer stones talking about when this place used to actually be like a verdant, lush plain.
The Marikath, a very rich culture.
Also, I have another crossbow in here. What is this? Level 20. Loads an additional bolt. That's why I saved this. Okay. That is probably better than what we're doing. So, but I need to be level 20. Okay. Stick it there for now. Hope my chat didn't die there when I crashed. Give me a holla if anyone's still awake. Sometimes I wonder when I have a crash like that. No, she's gonna ult out here a second. Nope, stream looks okay. Alright, people just getting lulled to sleep. Babel kills a boss on his first try. I sleep. I see how it is.
Travel anywhere at the moment. Hyenic raiders are harassing the trade route ahead. For the time being, we are stuck here.
No, it's okay, Tut. I didn't impress you. That's alright. I'll work harder. I will say one nice thing is when you have difficult bosses and the like, it definitely is way more satisfying when you actually beat them. As frustrating as it can be at times. This will be really interesting. There's a really annoying mob type here. We'll see if my build can handle it. Yep, here they are. Okay, I guess if I'm just patient. It literally does feel like I'm playing a shooter with this build. Oh, this is where it gets dangerous, yeah. The body blocking, I'm not sure if I love that or not. I don't know if we need to give phasing to every single roll like some people want, but it does feel really bad when you get cornered and you just cannot move. Like, maybe they just want us to all have skills that have a big knockback on it. That's partly why I put on this Wind Dancer, is that it gives me an opportunity to possibly get out of those situations. I've died probably more to body block than almost anything else, other than just like dumb one-shots. It's why I kept the Frost Nova on my other character, because I had to have something to cast when it's like, okay, well, my dots are out and nothing's dying and I'm cornered, so guess I'll die now? Deadly. Okay, these things are just as annoying as I thought they would be. $31 gold. That was one rich little skitter. Okay, that's where I feel like I probably want to just switch over to the shoddy. Maybe I will keep that on. Sturdy crossbow, 9 to 22. That's a level 10 base, though. I think we're kind of beyond that. We are 17. Probably just going to wait for the level 20 base to start dropping if we're going to craft on anything. I do really like the idea that they have where you're going to like craft a lot of your gear while you go through, but you know, I mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. They really need to give me a lot more currency then. Like, I'm happy crafting blues, but blues don't feel good. Yellows feel good, but I don't have any currency to craft yellows, so... Do your crabs burn? Call this number now.
Smoke him out!
my goodness. They're everywhere! Oh my goodness. Not more. Alright. Level 18. Okay, now we are going to grab that big bleed node. So 10% chance to inflict bleeding on hit. 5%. Okay, so we'll have a generic 20% chance just on everything that we're doing. And this is also going to increase the magnitude. And then for the specific high velocity... where does it say my chance? Main hand chance to inflict bleeding on hit 27%. Doesn't seem like that's actually properly calculated. Force skills have 30% chance to inflict bleeding. Why do I feel like that's off? I thought that was correct last time I looked at this. Yeah, that's not totaled. Here we go. 67%. So about, what, 2/3 of the time I'm going to get the bleed. And hopefully we're going to get the bleed on the big armor breaking hit. So we'll be doing, like, what was it, about 490% or whatever of the regular damage. Hopefully this is going to feel pretty good. I'm liking the idea so far of the break bleed combo using the two different ailments. What is the popular merc build? Was everyone just using the gas grenades and that's why they nerfed them? Or what's the other one? Like the elemental, I suppose? Either fire or lightning or ice? I think is the choices on that. I guess that's all the elements. Those are really annoying. Those are really, really annoying. If I haven't conveyed that.
Joke on this!
In fact, this is like the equivalent of like getting your shotgun out to shoot mosquitoes. Wakey, wakey. Well, that still did all right. I'm not sure I would want a bone loincloth swinging in the wind there. I'm not sure that's a good plan. I'm not sure he thought that all the way through. Then again, I guess the things that we do for fashion. Okay, I feel like we're going in the right direction here. Varnished crossbow, 16 base. I'll pick it up. We'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind. Then again, I feel like that we're doing just fine with what we have at the moment. You're welcome. Now I'm going to loot your dead. Okay, so far I don't think we found what I want to find. There should be at least one side thing in here, if I remember right. And then whatever the main quest is. Those things are so annoying. Those are going to be so bad when they come in magic packs. Okay, what if I stand in the poison? Come and get me. Maybe that's the better play rather than the backpedaling. It's not like they're actually killing me at the moment. Yeah, maybe this is the better play for these. Let's hold our ground. Also wouldn't mind if we could find some faster boots. 10% is feeling pretty slow. I don't know the tiers in this game, like what base of an item we need or what the rolls are like. I'd assume we could probably go up to 15 at this point, but that's just unfounded assumption. He just literally blew himself up. Regenerating and energy shield. No, I don't think so. Oh, speaking of. Those things have a lot of armor. Holy moly. Putting like 200 something stacks on there before they armor break. Energy shield, aura, lightning damage. That's fine. That's not that dangerous.
Another notch on me helmet.
When you have to pull out your SMG to fight the crabs, and you know you're in deep.
Back, beast!
This is looking promising. Maybe this isn't the right spot yet. We're here to kill the hyena demons. Got some Nabaa action here. I guess this would be more like Ubar action with the hyena demons. Riveted mix. New. Off this character. Dead end. I do like the maps and the size of them in this. However, I do wish like there were some more teleport points or something. Because man, we spend a lot of time backtracking. And if they're gonna have all these things on the map that I need to find on everyone, yeah, I don't know. Not loving that part. I do like full clearing maps. I don't like having to rerun them. Be nice if there was like some checkpoints where I could just like port between. So if you miss like a nook, essentially. Also, I don't know what it is, but every once in a while, yeah, I think it's when I click on these. Yeah, my character tries to go loot. I might need to actually put a hotkey back on looting. That could be pretty deadly.
Smoke him out!
Accidentally running towards a piece of loot when you think you're shooting at an enemy. Alright, what did we miss? Because we didn't get this complete. Down there. I see. It's right here. See what I mean? I actually didn't even mean to skip that. Hopefully that's going to be the area we need. Okay, this is definitely where we need to go at least. Maybe we should add poison. Well, we don't have any plus poison damage yet, but I suppose it's better than nothing if it doesn't have a penalty on it. I was thinking that poison stripped armor, but it's not actually the poison. It's the mod we have on the poison skill that's doing it. What are y'all looking at?
On the cliff.
Ow. Holy moly, that hurt. Okay, that hurt too. A billion things firing at me from up there, I see. Yeah, I see you do. I can't tell if I'm whiffing some of those shots or if he's dodging or I'm just not aiming right. I feel like some of those should be hitting when they're not. Oh yeah.
This'll get him.
That bleed is very noticeable when he's running around.
No mana.
Ooh. The ads are more dangerous than anything else, man. Keep that bleed going. See, there again, if I had a pulling strike of some sort, he'd be dead right there one shot earlier. Don't let him surround me. Don't let him surround me.
If this doesn't earn my passage, nothing.
Oof. Okay. Shake my wrists out after that one. I'm a little shocked I survived that. I got caught there for a second and I thought we were done. Hey, number 2 Exalted Orb. Maybe chat's my lucky thing here. And an alchemy. Alright. Are my bags full though? What if we drop that? Can I wiggle this somehow? The answer is no. What is that? Stitch gloves? Alright. I'm gonna sell and come back. Not bad. I will definitely take that currency. Alright. That's Exalt Orb number 2. And an alchemy. There we go. Cool. Now, unfortunately, here, the hooded stranger is way over here. I thought he was. Where did you go, hooded stranger? Where are you when we need you? Think I want to pay to ID my own stuff? There you are. Come here, you.
What have you?
Have you saved the... Yeah, whatever. But could you ID my stuff?
You defeated the raiders? Fate sends us a fortuitous stranger. Welcome to the Adura Agara. You may travel with us in exchange for your service as a Jingak, and you will have nearly the respect of
what did she just call me?
For as long as you stay.
I'm not sure I want to be anyone's Jingak. Uncut 5, thank you. And disenchant. 40% increased fire damage and some intelligence. A bunch of lights I picked up. 40% increased spell damage. New. We'll try crafting on that. Armor new. Class charges gained. What are we using currently? Increased mana recovery from flash. You know what? I'm not actually having the mana recover, so maybe we'll try crafting that one too. See what we can do. Alright, can we get lucky here? 150 life, 8 out of 70 charges. 260, 10 out of 75. Yeah. It's not the mods I want, but I'm gonna just upgrade pure numbers. 7 strength new. I don't really like to put on stat gear while you're leveling, because then you go to change your gear and all of a sudden your skills don't work. It's gonna be a nasty surprise. Dump that. We do have something else to pick up. And I swear we have something else to do here. Wrathbreak, I think that's what we just killed. Yeah. Let's just check this, make sure this is the true dead end. I don't want to miss some free stats or something. I just don't remember if there's something here or not. Okay, it was the end. Okie dokie. Also, if you haven't done it already, I rebound the stupid microtransition shop off of M, and I changed the map to M and the stupid shop to W. So now I can actually open my map instead of open the stupid store every time. ID.
How can I?
Gain 2 life per enemy hit with attacks. Not feeling it. So, what do you actually have? Okay, you're selling caster stuff. aka not me. Mana ring and some resist stuff. Nope. Nothing I need. Nope, nope. You, level 5 something. Armor piercing rounds. We're using that a little bit. Explosive rounds we're not using much. I guess let's just do the damage one first. Okay, let's get on this caravan. Yeah, I ran into one of those too, Andor.
Work for the Marikath again. Too bloody hot.
Yeah, man, I feel you. Yeah, how annoying is that? I'm assuming you're on a range character.
The beast is on the move, twisting the desert as it goes, waking ancient dead and unknown horrors alike. The Countess brought it here as part of some nefarious plan. I assume she has allies here. We must track them down and convince them to give up this madness. Go.
Who goes there? By the sound of your voice, you cannot be Marikath. You may trade with me, for trade is the lifeblood of survival in the desert, but expect no kindness.
How about a discount,
as long
though?
as you like.
Okay, varnished crossbow, that's still a 16 base. That's not what I want to be crafting on. Yeah, kind of ditto here. If I see a good one, I'll take it, but I think I'm going to wait for the next base before I start that. What is my helmet? Okay, visored helms is the current one. I wouldn't mind crafting on one of those. 310 gold, though. We'll just pick one up if we find it. I beat it, but only after backing up most of them. Yep. Yes, it is. When I was on my Essence Strain character, I was able to get close, hit them with Essence Strain, and then I was able to back up, and they still took damage, I think. So as long as you're close enough to affect them with something, you could get out of range if you have a way of dotting them or something.
Here for a story.
And you don't have anything, right?
Stay in sight.
I am Asala, the Sekima of the Ardura. I care not where you came from, nor what caste you might have been there. All that matters is that you have shown yourself capable in battle, Jingak. Remain a friend to the
Jingak.
Ardura, and you shall have nothing but respect from us.
The photos in this section remind me so much of like Conan. Like this feels exceedingly Conan-esque.
So, the beast has entered the world once more. We were following a trail of corruption before we were waylaid. And now we shall resume the hunt. We Maraket are honored bound to seek and contain corruption wherever it may be found. It seems the sacred duty falls on us once more. The trail connects to 2 locations, but we don't know where the beast currently resides. I am willing to begin wherever you and your shade thinks is wisest.
Cool.
Move swiftly.
Okay, so we could either go here, which is level 20, or here, which is 17. I always do the lowest level stuff first because I figure I get more XP than if we do the high one, get even higher, and then come back to even lower. My thought process there. Andor, just out of curiosity, where are you at that you ran into your first proximity? I wonder if it's because the first time I saw one, I want to say was in Act 2. I don't think I was seeing those before then.
Now, what were they doing here?
Smoke him out!
Remember I was making that comment about mosquitoes and shotguns. Shadow Walker the Psychotic, periodic lightning damage, chaos resistant. I'm not sure it's worth actually spamming that shot. I think it's better to flip back and forth.
One down. Who's next?
I do notice that that's pretty pricey at the moment on our mana when I spam it. Level 5. Another Chaos Orb! Hey! Alright. Maybe one of the 8 people watching currently is from Grinding Gear and they took pity on me. Gave me a little streamer luck. Up my currency drops. 55 life, 12% crit. What do we have up here? Oh, just the right base. Energy shield I'm not using. Armor, I mean, it's only 9. A little bit of mana, a little bit of rarity. Some cold resistance. No life. This has life and crit, but it doesn't have any resists. I think that's better. I'm going to hang on to this, though. Because I know that Act 1 needs cold gear, I'm just going to build up cold gear until I have a nice set for future characters. I do like finding gear for other characters. I try to keep that pack rat under control, like I keep mentioning, but, you know, do as I say, not as I do. Oh, these are going to be annoying, aren't they? Everything in here is going to charge me. Wait, those have a lot of armor too. Holy moly, we were at over 300 stacks. Okay, I kind of want to know how many stacks it's going to take to break, though. So next time we get one, I'm going to try to pile on the debuffs before we try to kill it. Yeah, look how fast we killed those with the debuffs on. Support gem. Are we high enough? When's the next time we get better support gems? We need to be... I don't know when this tier is. Oh, level 2 uncut support gem. Never mind. Rusted. Alright, I'm gonna pick it all up. Ooh, don't love that. Yeah, down you go, down you go. Okay, here we... he's probably gonna die before it pops. 53... Okay, but that was about 320 stacks to break the armor of one of those lizard dogs. Just started Act 2. I'm basically right behind you. I was ahead when you started. Then I accidentally reset... Ooh, ouch. I do have the advantage, like I said, on Sunday I played my other character, so I'm a ways into Act 2, so I kind of know what's happening. I was really nervous about doing the Act 1 boss on stream again, because while I did really well in The Witch, like I keep mentioning, I'm playing Essence Drain, so all I have to do is throw my dot on it, and then I can 100% focus on dodging. And this is a much more active character, and I actually have to, like, aim. Also, I don't think this is the same location, but I love how this is the same material as was in the quarry in PoE 1. Up at, what was that, Highgate, I think? I think they did a really nice job. Like, it's got that, like, it's not sand, it's like kind of a powdery material that you'd get if you're doing like blasting and stuff in a quarry.
Joke on this!
I do think we need to get that upgrade for Aggravate. I think that's my next target. Although we probably need to figure out somewhere to stop for some defense. If it's anything like Path of Exile 1, your defenses matter a lot, and if you don't take care of that, it really sucks when you hit the wall on some fight. Because trying to fix that at the last minute is expensive and painful. Then again, maybe I just need to keep focusing on the damage and just try to make sure everything's dying ASAP. So annoying. It is nice, though, that there's different skills that are good at killing different things. I mean, that sounds obvious, but like I mentioned, in Path of Exile 1, you almost always tended to want to build, like, one skill to do everything. And make it one-click build, essentially. Jonathan was saying that the rock exploding abilities was actually read the terrain. So things like Earthquake always look like they fit. Oh, that's nice. I see what you're saying. That's cool. So, like, in here, it's going to look like it's this material that's exploding? I haven't played that yet, so I haven't really noticed. I'm trying not to consume too much ahead of myself. I do want to kind of do it unspoiled. If I didn't have to work and I could just stream all day, every day, I'd definitely do it all on stream, but that's just not going to happen, so... Goodness. Bug. Turns out using a sniper rifle to kill mosquitoes is not the best plan. And this poor thing just ridiculously needs some slotting to be better. One of those subtle attention to detail things that let you know the depth of soul is good. Yeah, I mean, I don't follow grinding gear like super duper closely, but I think it's plainly obvious that they were Diablo 2 nerds that just are like, man, wouldn't it be cool if there was more Diablo 2? And then they went and made more Diablo 2. I mean, I feel like a lot of the best games come from people that are like, yeah, so I really loved game X. I wish they made more game X, but then they didn't, so then I made my own. Are just so much better than the, like, design by committee garbage that we've been getting. That's failing all over the place, so good riddance. I will say, I was pretty down when GGG sold their, I don't remember what percent it was, but whatever percentage Tencent owns. I don't love Tencent, but Tencent loves the gaming market, unfortunately. And at least they haven't messed up the...
Have a notch on the helmet.
What's the word I want? Not economy. The microtransactions, the... What's the word I want? Just totally spaced on it. They haven't made the game suck to have to buy things. Streamer brain. I was very worried about that because I've mentioned it before. When I play a free-to-play game, if I feel like they're trying to force me to give them money, I just get obstinate. I'm like, no, screw you. I'm not going to give you a penny. And then I get mad at the game because it's obviously been designed to force you to buy stuff. And I'm like, forget it. I'm out. And this is coming from somebody who can stand, I don't like, but I can stand gotchas. So when I have a game that's like, no, man, it's actually free to play. Like, here's some cool MTX. Here's some like convenience things you can buy if you like the game. I'm like, yeah, cool. Okay, I'll give you $5 to $15 every league. So I'm very happy that they haven't changed that. Slotted item. Checkpoint. Do we know? Is there anything here I need to look for? Tinkerer's tools. Okay. Well, there is something I need before we zone. Ooh, my. Explodes nearby corpses. Okay, good to know. Okay, that could have been pretty dangerous. Yeah, run at me, please. Whoa, 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 oh. Okay, yeah, I see what you're trying to do there, buddy. Yeah, don't think so.
Who's next?
I have heard of Void War. I haven't looked at it too deeply. Is it any good? What's the status of it? Is it like early access? I've seen it pop up in my YouTube feed a couple times, but I'm just swamped at the moment, so I don't really have time to be looking at new things. I do have a code for something that I need to make a video on. Something that's not out for a while. And yeah, bad timing on their part to be right when Path of Exile was coming out. So I'll get to that when I get to that. Alright, we're holding on to that. Nope. Nope. Wow, did I really just pick up that many whites? You. Salvage. Save.
Do not wander.
We did level up, so I should check the vendor
Browse
again.
as long as you like.
Max life, evasion. Evasion is not the base I want. This is the base. But I don't like the mods. 310 gold for a scrap. I think I'll take that.
Ready.
I'm not sure if it's necessary, but I feel like 310 gold for a 10th of an artificer shard is probably worth it. Could be wrong on that. More emphasis on boarding and individual characters. That could be pretty cool. I love games where like you kind of like, even if the stats don't really matter for the characters, but like you get to know the characters, quote unquote. So you get those moments where like, oh, there's Jimmy, and Jimmy saved the ship because he did this thing. Those are always fun. Those are nice to make videos on too. That's why I love in Dominions how all of your leaders are named, even if we don't name them ourselves. So we end up with things like Rex. Oh, we also need to put that point in. Okay, we do need to make a little bit of a decision here. Okay, we're not dual wielding, so we don't have to think about that. I'm not weapon swapping. Knockback could be useful. Increase amount of life leech, but we don't have any life leech. Critical chance. 80% increased critical chance if you haven't dealt a critical hit recently. That could be pretty good for our build. Stun threshold if you haven't been... We're not doing melee. I feel like this is trending more towards melee stuff. Critical hits. Cannot use charms. I don't think so. Some flask stuff. A curiosity. What about ailments? All the ailments are to my south or east. Damaging ailments deal damage 12% faster. See, this would work for both our poison and our bleed. Increased duration of damaging ailments. Increased damage with hits against enemies with ailments. That would be really good, because our enemies will generally be poisoned, and then we hit them with our big hit, and this would just be more damage on the big hit. Shock duration, ignite duration. So we're not doing elemental stuff, so that's a no. Damaging ailments cannot be inflicted on you while you already have one. Yeah. Yeah. Gain ailment threshold equal to lowest. What's ailment threshold? The higher elemental ailment threshold makes it less likely of being hit by elemental damage. Will apply to the roll. Okay. Just basically resistance to the ailments. 25% increased chance to inflict ailments with projectiles. That is something we need at some point for sure. 30% chance to pierce. Projectiles have a 10% chance to chain from terrain. That's actually not terrible. Okay, so somewhere in there maybe. Increased damage. Okay, Coal the Horde. 25% increased coaling strike threshold. Now, I've heard that coaling strike was nerfed pretty hard, because it checks the coaling thresholds before the damage of your shot. Whereas in PoE 1, it checked the threshold after the damage shot. So the problem there is, if you're firing at normal mobs, and let's say you have, I don't know, 30% coaling, if your first shot takes them from 100% to 29%, it doesn't coal them. So then you shoot them again, but the damage would kill them anyways. So, I still think I want this probably on this build, but I don't think that's a rush target. Damage penetrates fire resistance. Nope. Not for us. Ailment threshold per dexterity. That's probably good at some point. That's like a defensive thing. Okay, more defensive things. 30% increased magnitude of ailments you inflict. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Okay, that's over here. Now, there's another bleed thing in that direction, too. Yeah, this is the one that I think we need. Aggregate bleeding with empowered attacks. And empowered attack is like us consuming our armor break. So this is like right in our build. We might need to figure out how to get over here. We could go that way. Maybe, or we could go down here. We might go down this route, because it looks like there's some other stuff. Yeah, more aggravate. More aggravate, yeah. So it seems like we kind of need to get down to this, I don't know what you call it, ring. 20% to be aggravated on enemies on jagged ground. Okay, we're not doing jagged ground, but here's some more just bleed on hits. I wonder how close to 100% bleed chance we can get. Although, we don't have a way to stack bleeds yet. So really, we only need bleed to really be on our big hit. Because only the highest magnitude bleed's going to do anything. Okay, I'm still not seeing any defensive things near me, though. Here's some attack speed. Attack speed would be really super duper nice. It just makes it way easier to get stuff off when you're dodging boss mechanics. Alternatively, we could get some magnitude here. I don't feel like I want that yet, though. I feel like we need to travel for the big boys. Break 40% increased armor, 25% increased physical damage. We may just pop our noses in here. That's a 2-pointer. We could just grab that. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to totally regret that we are not grabbing defensive stuff. Mark my words. Yeah, it's got multiple factions with different strengths and several subtypes. So raiders are good at boarding, resist backing, etc. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll have to look at that at some point. We just got so much, like, man, gamers are eating good lately. At least if you play anything that I play. Like, we've had so many good releases of late. And I still have so many more to cover. Like, I still haven't got around to Book of Hours, another thing I want to do on the channel. But it's a big time commitment. And I do think, if not this week, then next week we will probably do some Zephon streams. People seem pretty interested in that. And I would like to do at least one more playthrough so we can have one of each archetype on there. I wonder also, is there any explode? I would love it if these exploded. Bleeding targets explode? No? No explosion on the tree. Okay, well, I can't say I wasn't expecting that. I do think I don't think I'm going to go Gimling on this guy, so I do think there is a explosion in our Ascendancy in our future. Okay, I'm noticing my grenades fall off that bridge down into the chasm. Cool detail, but very annoying. If I do say so myself. We have not found those tools yet. I'm just realizing. I wonder if I need to backtrack.
Our people have lived in the shadows of the dunes for too long. Countless generations have been forgotten, will be forgotten. We are not Faradin. We are Marraketh. And if we work together, if we unite, then they will be forced to acknowledge us. We must show them that casting us off is a mistake. We must show them our strength. Perhaps we can one day rebuild Keth itself. For all those who live in the plains of Vastiri.
Yeah, I don't know about basing your entire culture around social alienation. I just feel like that's probably not going to work out in the long run. Just throwing that out there. Please have the tools up here so I don't have to backtrack. It'll be a little salty if I have to backtrack all the way to the beginning of this map. boy. Oh boy, we got one big boy. Okay, I'm over 400 stacks of armor piercing. Over 500 stacks. He is not broken yet. Okay, there it is. Holy moly. Okay, a little bit armored. Little bit armored.
Not yet.
Oh, oh. Easy's right. Whew. Thank goodness he didn't have a better AoE. That could have been a little spicy. That thing had over 400, or excuse me, over 500 stacks of armor to break. Okay, now I'm kind of glad that we're heading towards that break 40% more armor node. Please don't tell me I don't have to go back over to this nook. I just realized these things are armored Rexes. Very ironic that that one had fire powers.
This'll get him.
Excuse me. Yep, please don't corner me. Nope, nope. Yep, just like that. I gotta be really careful about backing away into those little nooks. It seems like that's a bad plan. I'm also noticing that our mana is getting a little iffy on some of these fights. We need to find another source of mana on some piece of gear, I think. Man, this combo is working out really well. I'm very happy with this. I'm glad I didn't abandon the bleeding. At first I was like, is this really gonna do anything? No, this feels really good. The key was the gas bomb with the armor strip. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get on these like random mobs, but for bossing that felt really good. I had a chill effect. I wonder if we can add chill to poison somehow. We should look at that. I might actually have a support gem we could check. Yeah, these big, like, beefy blues just melt. Just absolutely melt under my fire right now.
What have you learned?
Okay, anything to salvage? No.
Here for a story.
Junk. Junk. Bone blast. Junk. Junk. Disappointing. Selling a mana ring. We really do need to have that add damage to our stuff. We're gonna have a bad time if we get rid of that. That's kind of what's keeping my damage afloat. Like you. All things, can I? Frost Nexus. Supports any skill that hits enemies, causing it to create patches of chilled ground around frozen enemies. Okay, that's not going to work because we don't have a freeze. That's really the only one? Hold on. Really the only one. Okay, well that's not going to do it for us. Oh, hey, we just picked up a superior item. I think that's the first quality item this character's found. For anyone who doesn't know, those are also salvageable at the salvage bench. So you're definitely going to want to do that. Og orb, thank you. Man, I am getting a lot luckier on the currency than I did when I was playing yesterday, that's for sure. Actually getting a little bit here. Where's the big boy? There's almost always one with him. Oh, reach! Okay, something just hit me really hard. That is why I don't play hardcore. Yeah, sit down, boys. Sit down. More blues. Armored Rex. Yeah, we really need to get that modded. That skill definitely feels good in situations like that, but I can tell it's got no supports. I don't even know what I would put in there, though, frankly. Man, that feels good. I really can't overstate how much I like those high velocity rounds. $56 gold. Thank you. Oh, I think I was standing on one of those guys when they exploded. I didn't realize they did that. Also, you are the guy that's making those explodies.
All in a day's work.
Another Og Orb, thank you very much.
This'll get him!
Checkpoints. We are an awfully long way from where we came in. I really hope those tools are back here somewhere. That's going to be quite a hike if we have to go backwards. Oh, blues. Artificer's Orb, thank you. Dang! Okay, apparently chat's my lucky charm here tonight. Extra crits, no thank you. Some extra stun or knockback might not be terrible in that skill. Come on, where are you, tools? I feel like maybe they would be in this area. I feel like this is kind of like a construction zone. No more out of you, Mr. Explodey guy. Yeah, those die so much faster once I break the armor. I guess that just goes to show you that that's a mechanic that you probably shouldn't just ignore. Do something that gets around their strength there. I definitely see why people say this really feels more like a gun than a crossbow. Like, I'm not sure how you make an interesting crossbow reload if it was a quote-unquote real crossbow, but this definitely feels more like a gun. I feel like I'm playing some sort of zombie shooter, actually. Not too far off, now that I think about it. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of the big bugs. When I ran through here the first time, every set of those basically had a big bug with them. We basically just haven't even seen those. I think we killed one at the door, and then none since. Where are you? Another bridge to a checkpoint. Okay, this is looking maybe like it's it. No. What was the point of having a checkpoint here? Seems a little weird. Man, this looks really suspicious. I really hope we didn't miss that. I guess we could port back in to the waypoint and check it that way if we had to.
Joke on this!
Come on. There it is. I feel like my character starts trying to shoot down when they get that close for some reason. A checkpoint down there, so I assume that's the way we're going. A blue chest with 7 gold. Oh boy. Yeah, they definitely need to make those chests a little more interesting. A piece of currency, as somebody suggested, or I suggested maybe a piece of gear of that rarity. Just something. Because, I mean, I like opening chests. I mean, I'm the type of guy that'll break every vase when you enter a room, but you gotta give me something. You gotta give me a little something. I mean, even this dog gave me something. Rawhide belt. Alright, we're probably getting really close to being full again. And holy I just want it noted, this map is gigantic. We have been here for freaking ever. I thought this was going to be a quickie since I'm so over leveled for it. Are we? We are 2 levels over.
We pockets are full.
Yes, I agree. They are full. And we're also getting attacked. Yeah, 5 gold for a blue chest feels bad. Like, real bad.
Move swiftly.
Alright. So, that. Oh, not that one. We need to salvage that.
Do not wander.
I hope my diligence in salvaging all these things will pay off when we need them. And I don't think we leveled, but I'm going to check anyways. No. Same crossbow she was selling before. Okay, back on the trail, buddy. Get through this place, my goodness. Another thing will be nice, I hope they get around to adding traps. If there was a poison trap that would do the same thing as grenades, but I could just drop it in front of me, that would actually work better for this playstyle than having to try to like throw behind me and weird stuff like that. Ow.
Smoke him out!
Down, big boy, down. Yeah, I did see there was a hotkey for mine detonation, so I assume it's coming at some point. Oh, it's bugs. I would rather fight the armored guys. Yeah, my character's definitely shooting, like, down at those for some reason. And so I hit the ground instead of actually shooting what I'm mousing over. Can we just take a second to appreciate how big of a zone this is? Look at this ridiculous chonker. Oops. That is one huge zone. Alright, and here's the exit, but you know what? We didn't find the tools. That was a thing here, right? Yep. At the quarry, Tinkerer's Tools. Alright. Maybe it's in this nook. I pray that it's in that nook. Come on, Tinkerer's Tools. I have a feeling it was back at one of those craft zones, though. You guys are blues, I just realized. Probably a good thing that they're dying fast enough that I didn't realize they were a blue. I do worry about, like, strong boxes and breaches on this character. Because I really don't like it when they're very close. That feels really bad. Okay, this maybe has some promise. Tinkerer's Tools. Come on, guys, where are the Tinkerer's Tools? This can all be over if you just give me the tools. Maybe? Maybe? No, just a crane? Just a crane. Dead end and dead end. Oh no. Oh no. It's such a huge zone that I don't want to like leave and be like, oh, I'll just come back for it later. Alright, I'll tell you what we are going to do though. We're going to drop a portal here, and then we're going to waypoint back in so that we can do the opposite. So I feel like that's going to be closer. I bet you they're right in this stupid nook right at the beginning I didn't check. I want waypoints. Inventory. Oh my goodness, and even this is going to be quite a huff. This better be a really nice reward for the amount of effort I'm going through for these. I have a feeling this is one people would probably skip. If it's not here, I don't see a ton of other spots it could be. It's gotta be right there. You are literally a dead end with nothing there. OMG. Alright, is it in this one? Okay, there's at least mobs here, that's promising.
Precise and deadly!
This is not looking like tools. There's a nook right there, maybe, but that does not look like a lot of room. Quarterstaff. I'm not carrying anything. No. I don't suppose, Ondor, that you remember what I'm looking for exactly. Usually it's pretty obvious when you run across a quest item or something. Or like a little, like a set piece, essentially. Tools. That book is up there. That makes me kind of think maybe there's something in that area. Then again, maybe it's also not up here. Maybe it is down in the mine. If we don't see it on the run through here, then I'm just going to assume it's down in the mine. Yeah, that was not talking about tinkerers, nor was it talking about tools. And this next area was like a construction area. I full cleared this too. We did do a lot of weird backtracking in this area, so maybe there's a chance I just like kited through the area where they were. You know, like, why was there a checkpoint here? I really feel like this is where they should have been. But not. Not seeing it. Alright, we'll check that nook and then I'll just declare it down below, hopefully. I mean, it's not like I can't come back here, it just is a pain since I already full cleared this. It's definitely a dead end. That was a chest. Womp womp. Another checkpoint, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that they're down below. And that's just weirdly marked on my map. Saddest portal.
bet a load of weapons came out of this place.
Yeah, Tinker's Tools is still showing as if it's over there. It's not showing up down here. So either it didn't spawn for me or we just literally missed it. One of the two. Alright, let's see how the caves are going to treat us. We're going to have a lot more... ooh, it's going to treat us real bad. That's how it's going to treat us. We're gonna run out of room to kite. Okay, the plague myths are painful. We don't have any, like, protection against anything that they do. I love the graphics down here. These walls with, like, the... I don't know if that's supposed to be native copper or gold, but yeah. That just really makes me want to go mining. Where's my pickaxe so we can just get that right now? Go ahead and get a whole new crafting system in here. That was looking really nice, I have to say. The way that the light plays off the veins. Forgotten Horror, Forgotten Saber. These are very painful. Especially considering that I'm so over-leveled for this. Satyrs trying to get in here early for the Pangea game on Friday. I like their gumption. Although I guess these are undead satyrs, so that's more of an asphodel thing. Soon, TM. And we are gonna level here momentarily. Yeah, that was our minions. Who's the boss around these parts? We already take them out. Okay, out of mana is not what I want to hear when we go into a Milva pack. That is more what I want to hear. Always bleeds. Oh, that is pretty dangerous. Nope, none of that. That's my thing. Copycat. I also note we can bleed skeletons. Always good to see. Oh, let's stick that point in quick. It's going to be here. Break, 40% increased armor. 25% increased physical damage. So, pretty good there. We should see a pretty sizable little chunk here. Although, for the most part, as long as I'm doing my combo, we're not really having damage problems.
Precise and deadly.
A lot of blues down here, I'm noticing. That is probably a good sign. Because that's going to be the chances where we're going to get actual loot. Like this vagabond armor. Alright, we're going to dump you. So. Oh, inventory Tetris there. You've been reading too many isekais, I think. Wasn't there a whole... What was it? Mango, I don't remember if it was actually a manga, but the guy could level up if he had just doing, like, random things. And so he could just get free stats, like make himself super smart. Go ahead and just put your stats in there. Your instant six-pack. Man, I'm like super annoyed by those Tinkerer's tools. My OCD. I'm totally gonna forget about them. Man, those plague imps. I gotta really be careful. Those charge up shots they're doing. These hallways are like, they're doing exactly what I'm doing down these hallways. Yeah, I see you, buddy. Yeah, some extra AoE on this gas attack would also not be amiss. Really? Alright, we just need to go MP. Tried to hold off doing it, but I can't.
Speak up.
Quickly.
Alright, disenchant. 13 cold resistance. Well, this would have been useful beforehand, but yeah, I mean, this isn't exactly wonderful either. All right, I'll throw an item on that just to see if we roll some life or something decent. You're gonna be hard to beat because of the attack speed. Alright, can I get lucky? Armor, evasion, no. Basically, 73, 78, 9 HP. I mean... no, it's just not worth it. That's vaguely close. I don't think the little bit of resist is worth it. That was vaguely close. It was almost. It was almost. Alright, you. What do you got? 10 to 30, 5 mana per enemy killed. Well, we've already got more than that, so. Man, I wish we could find another yellow crossbow with decent stats for us, like a non-elemental one. A bunch of flat fizz and then like a percentage fizz roll on it. I'd love to craft one of those up, but it's not giving me what I need to craft it. Yeah, I see you, buddy. I see you. This does appear to be a dead end, for better or worse. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Alright, slow your roll, zombie bro. That was cute. Okay, so I need to remember if I see a zombie with a minecart, they're suicide bomber dudes. I don't think we actually took out the bomber. Oh, nope. God must have gone on a bounce. I don't like your little lightning attacks much either, if I'm being honest. None of that now. Yeah, some extra attack speed, or I don't know if reload speed is a different stat. Whichever one lets me attack faster would definitely make this feel even better. The reload timer is a little clunk. And it's mainly just when we get in situations like this. It feels fine for bosses. But when I'm just getting swarmed, I just cannot get these shots out fast enough. Superior Grand Flask. Yeah, we could hold it. A ruby ring. Here we go. Fire resist, maybe. With how rare gear is, I feel like I really need to hold on to any of those like resist rings or things like that. In case I need it. Would it be good or bad? I swear there's been a couple times that they have where I didn't think I did it. But, I mean, for consistency, they probably should be able to do it. Then again, that would be really annoying for builds that... they said in the nerf post, they're going to make it so that the damage stats on your detonator skill will affect the explosion. That's not in right now, but they're going to do that. So that would really mess up builds that are relying on that. Conversely, though, you also could have the hilariousness of, like, maybe they have a really good detonation skill and they screwed themselves by doing it. I don't understand why there's so many satyrs in here. Like, was that a thing in PoE 1? Skeletal satyrs? I'm just not remembering them. Apparently skeletal satyrs that have lightning antlers. Uncut skill gem. Unfortunately, the 5s I'm pretty much done with. I don't really have a lot to do with those. That is hilarious when we get bounces like we just did right there. Oh, here we go. Essence.
Precise and deadly.
Is it? Why not add Ice Nova or Bone Cage to help against the swarms? Yeah, maybe Ice Nova would be a good call. I mean, I do have this, but the cast time is so slow. It feels really bad trying to cast this when I'm getting swarmed. Maybe I just need to bite the bullet and do it anyways, though. I also need to be careful that I don't detonate my gas with that, now that I think about it. That's a maybe. Just want to make sure we're pretty clear before I pop this. Essences, at least in one, could be kind of spicy. Arcanus Etcher, very nice. Just a full one. Alright, so we're gonna go 1, 2, gas my shoe. Alright, what do you do? Essence of the Infinite, hindering aura, all damage ignites. Easy. You got it, man. Upgrades a normal item to a magic item with 1 attribute modifier. Maybe? Maybe? Like, I don't know, a stat stacking build of some sort? I don't know if those exist in this game. Ow. Jerks. What do you mean you can fire across that? That's what I do. Not what you get to do. A little gas, Scarecrow. Yeah, how you like them? Fire at me across the gap. I do have the wind cloud thingamabobber on, which does help some, but I only get like 1 proc off of it. And it takes a minute to recharge here. Barricade. Man, I love the look of these metal veins. Every time that catches my eyes, I'm like, ooh, I want to mine that. My survival RPG player. Oh, you found guarantees speed. Man, I wish. I wish. Yeah, I have a speed boot here. It's 10%, but man, I would feel better if I could get an upgrade. I've been using this thing, I think I think I found this like super duper early. I've never upgraded. It's so hard to upgrade out of boots that don't have that have move speed, and then you're upgrading to something that doesn't. Like, it doesn't even matter what the stats are, it feels bad. Cookie boys. None of that now. I feel like I'm like one bad dynamite from dying, because we almost died in the quarry to that. Ooh. Yeah, but these guys too. Always bleeds. Yeah, well, I do too. I do too. Goodness. Whew. That was a group. I'm very jealous of your essence. I will definitely take that over guarantees an attribute roll. I feel like there's so much mineral here. They ought to have just strip mined this. Seems like an awful waste not to be. Oh, it's just a sunbeam from above. I thought that was like ice for a second. Interesting. I feel like that's a little too cold of a color. Trying to control my hoarder instincts. Alright, here we go. Normal chest. Oh, get attacked. And a yellow chest. What do we got? Leave me alone. I'm loading a chest. You guys are not helping. A chaos orb and a greater life last. Now that is a yellow chest. And 62 gold. I wonder if they upped currency drop or if I was just incredibly unlucky last night. You know, now that I think about it, didn't Path of Exile 1 also have a currency penalty if you were too out-leveled? If that's the case, I should be having a pretty big penalty here. Because we are... Oh, yes, we are going to die on this bridge if I'm not careful. This is an 18 zone, and we are 20. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people complaining about the crafting up until maps, and then complaining that you don't get enough currency even in maps in PoE 2. It'll be interesting to see. Might also just be that people got so used to having their crafting bench, you know. When you could just guarantee craft some resists or move speed, it did make leveling much quicker. You know, it really sucks when you have a gaping hole in your equipment and you just cannot find something for it. Boots being a prime example of that. Also, I just want to say again, this is a ginormous map. Holy moly, we are still in here. Yeah, we've been down here in almost, I want to say, like 20, 30 minutes? Because I looked at the clock and thought, oh yeah, we can finish that before 9 o'clock, and it's already after 9. Have to keep that in mind, how big some of these are. Yeah, this currency feels a lot better. Like a lot better down here.
Precise and deadly.
Yeah, I do think I need to find a better clear skill, though. Maybe it's just I need to get some gems for my shotgun. Maybe this would feel a lot better if it just was doing a little more. We do have the bleed chance now generically, and because it hits with multiple shells, I don't know if you noticed that, but like almost every other shot is like bleeding things. So when I'm doing the backpedal thing, we'll proc bleeds as we back away, and then as they chase us, they should bleed out. But I need some more supports. Yeah, this might be the faster clear speed. Maybe I just need to switch tactics here a little bit. And then we can switch over when we actually fight things that are gonna take more than a couple shots. I'm gonna have to, when I'm not trying to stream, I'll have to go through and read the support gems again and see if I can dig something up that will apply here. Yeah, like that I'm not sure was actually better than doing my normal combo. Maybe.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
Do you? Where's everybody?
Flesh and bone. What is the difference? Face of Baradun, mind of a traitor. Serpent's tongue, scorpion stinger. Either way. Now you pay with your life.
All right, here we go. Munitions bunker.
Perhaps that is true.
All right, I have a feeling this is going to be a long one, based on that shot. Oh! I think she just one-shot me. Okay, hopefully that was a combo of things going off and not a one-shot. Alright, let's try that again. Holy moly. I feel like crossbows need a secondary item like how bows have quivers. Quiver or a sight or something? Yeah. What am I thinking of? Diablo 2 had bolt boxes or whatever the equivalent of a quiver is for it. Alright, let's really hope that that was just a random like combo of things that hit me and not how this fight is gonna go. Back away from that one. And that's what got me. Okay, I think it was maybe that hit right there that did it. Okay, now we're cooking. No fire puns intended. I also actually end up getting pretty good little stuns when I get a good like crit off that big snipe shot. Shoo! Shoo! Okay, yeah. Man, again, that's why I don't play hardcore.
Quickly, break the lock.
I'm all full, aren't I? Of course I am.
Winds praise you. 1,000 praises, my friend. I thought I would die here. Please take me back to your caravan, and I will tell you anything you want to know.
All right.
I should charge for this.
Stay here while I go sell things. What? You don't have a repeating action crossbow? That's weird.
How can I be of it?
Yeah, this feels like a gun. Like, seriously. A gun with an underslung grenade launcher, apparently. No. No. Salvage that.
Do not wander.
And that. I'm gonna try to craft on this. I think we're just gonna salvage that. Oh, we cannot salvage quality flasks. Alright, then I will try to craft it. We'll see if we get lucky. 409. Yeah, it is bigger at least. 13 maximum life. Yeah, sure, we'll roll on that. I mean, that's not really doing much if I'm being honest. I think I'll flip over to that. 73 and 61. Okay, so that's barely any difference. This has some life on it. It has more life. And it has some life regen. Yeah, sure. That's not a big endorsement of like, ooh, what a great upgrade.
Young one.
Also, apparently, we don't have enough strength for this precise dryad crossbow of absorption. We'll need to remember to pick some strength. What am I at? 20... Okay, we're 1 strength short, so if I pick 1 node, we'll have enough strength for it. I need to remember that crossbows need strength. It's to handle the recoil, apparently. A crossbow and put 8 quarrels in a target in 30 seconds. That must have been a pretty low draw crossbow to get that cocked that quickly. I mean, obviously he wasn't winching it. Alright, we are done in here, but we didn't find a single side area. So I think there's got to be something down here. Oh, I am going to finish it. We are done once we're done exploring, though.
Smoke him out!
Blacksmith redstone, yes. Man, it is gonna feel really bad not having orbs of scouring when we're crafting. Assuming that you need to do your quality first. Maybe the play won't be doing quality first anymore. Because, man, that's gonna suck having to, like, do that. Because you can't spam reroll. Like, 1 base, 1 try. I'm pretty sure right there, those guys just blew up that first gas cloud. I don't think that was me. Okay, I think his grenades might be doing it. I'm not sure if that one did or didn't. Also, those nymphs, man. Those nymphs. Energy shield. Okay, I can't bleed them until we pop the shield. I do know that. Oh, that was close. Do not let them corner me. What are you doing to me? Lightning damage. Didn't see the other mod. Energy shield, lightning. Okay, that's not too bad. I must have just been low mana when we started that fight. I thought he might be draining me. I had to fight one of those last night that was draining all my mana. That was a pain. Okay, you are not dying very quickly, friend. You should try that.
Easy.
I don't know about that. That was a bit of work. All to get this white chest with 11 gold in it. We declare. Ooh, we declare this done. Let me refer to map. Are you telling me that there's nothing else down here? You're telling me there's nothing else down here. Okay, I'm gonna believe you. Was that a giant cave shrimp? Yeah, they're nymphs. Kind of like adolescent bug things of some sort. Almost called it like a silverfish, but that's not really a nymph. They have a big charge up shot that's like my high velocity one, so they're really dangerous when I'm coming down these hallways if I'm not careful. Okay, we need strength for our new crossbow. Oh, hey, look at that. That at least circled back around. Okay, I feel less bad about wanting to finish this, because now I'm not going to have to go all the way around. Yeah, here's a choke, or a checkpoint. That too, but here's a checkpoint. These make me very suspicious when there's checkpoints and there's nothing around them. Like, why? What was supposed to be here?
Choke on this!
Yeah, Plague Nymphs of Ignition. Okay, so all damage ignites. I need to be careful of these. Go. Easy. He says as he runs forward to pick up a shield, almost getting smacked in the face. Alright, again. Was this really needing a waypoint? Like, I feel like there's supposed to be something there. We got this nook, and then that nook, and then we are done in here. Man, I think what would be really cool for this is when we get back... oh shoot! What was the league with the necromancer? Abyss. When we get Abyss back, that was one of my favorites.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
I didn't play Settlers, so I don't know how that goes. I was kind of surprised that that's the mechanic they decided to bring over as one of the 4 like starting map mechanics. Might be a hidden switch. I did find the hidden one in the crypt, but it was also labeled on the map. Like, when you look at your map, there should be a symbol that has like a treasure chest or something if there's something there. Although maybe they're not all marked. Like this Tinkerer's tools, I definitely missed that. We definitely did not get that. Gonna have to be another time though, not tonight. I'm already over time. I don't want to stop until we're done with this though, because this is quite an investment. Alright. Switch to shotgun if that's how you want it to be. Oh, here you go, your proximal dudes. That's what was going on. Your buddy. Yeah, I see you. Okay, that means I actually. Yeah, there we go.
On my helmet.
Goodness, and of course I'm already full. All right. Yeah.
Quickly.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain that I'm actually getting enough loot that I want to come out here and at least disenchant it. But it would be nice if we got something that was actually usable. I mean, have we equipped, what, a belt tonight? I think that's literally all we've done. 30 max life. That actually is better. So I'll give it that. 19 max life. No. Okay, a bunch of stats, but it doesn't have mood speed, so it's moot point. Alright, so you... Yeah, this is more.
Careful, story.
Alright, well, if nothing else, it's a little bit more HP, I suppose. Still that ring to craft onto. Let's just do that quick. Hey, 28 fire resist, 7 cold resist. We have a third resist or some life. 7% increased cold damage. That's okay. Well, it's good enough to throw in here in case I need the resists. Sort that out later. Alright. Oh, hey, while we're here, I need you to be strength. Then put you in. So 9 to 18. No, not you. You. So we're going from 10 to 30 plus 5 to 8 to 8 to 33, but we load an additional bolt and we gain slightly less mana per kill. Hopefully this is going to feel pretty good. Just in case, I'm not going to get rid of this one. I'm really hoping that means I can fire 2 of my big shots. Give it to your ice witch. Yeah. It's kind of funny, like, in PoE 1, that would have been a complete trash item. There's no way I would have held on to that. But rings are so precious in here. I was in Act 2 by the time my witch actually got a second ring. It was ridiculous. Okay, I am getting 2 shots off. That is nice. That is really nice, actually. Alright, I'm gonna declare us done in here. I guess there just isn't a side thing. Waypoint. Back to the caravan. Okay, well, I thought we were gonna get a little farther, but I greatly underestimated how long that map was gonna take. I will probably, between now and next time we stream, go see if I can find those Tinkerer's tools, because that'll bug me, and I will forget if I don't do so. But other than that, I'm hopefully not going to be going any further on this character. There's a distinct possibility that we will do some more PoE on Wednesday, or we may do some Zephon. We may start the next stream of that. I will see how this one does tomorrow, and I'll either just make a command decision, or maybe I'll throw up a poll on the channel. All right, thanks for hanging out, everybody. That is going to have to be it for me. I'm like half an hour over already. Good way to start the week. Hopefully it was enjoyable enough. If you're playing Path of Exile 2, good luck on your drops. Yeah, let me know the tales next time. Watch for a possible pull tomorrow, and we'll decide what we're gonna do on Wednesday. Otherwise, if you don't join us on Wednesday, I will see you guys on Friday for the Dominion stream. All right, have a good rest of your Monday, builders, and I will catch you in the next one.